Cohen in the Bravo Clubhouse on Salt Lake City night, giving the Zion trip and Lisa split a perfect 10. My first guest witnessed things get ugly in Zion, but she's still serving us baby gorgeousness. It's Real Housewives of Salt Lake City, Lisa Barlow. Hey, Lisa. The next guest performance is divine on The Righteous Gemstones, airing Sundays at 10 on HBO and HBO Max. Give it up for actor, writer, and Bravo superfan Edie Patterson. Hey, Edie. Also loved you at Knives Out.
Hey, thanks.
Yes. And you're a huge Bravo fan, I gather.
Yeah.
Yes.
Fairly huge.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you count Lisa Barlow's in your sleep?
Yes.
Yes.
She takes the body of a sheep with her face on it and she jumps over fences.
There you go.
Yeah.
And over at the bar in honor of National Pie Day, it's Greg Rails from Red Gate Bakery. Hey, Greg. So good.
Thank you so much. We worked hard on all this stuff.
Love a man that brings us treats. Thank you.
Do what I can.
Gorgeous. Drinking game alert. My guests won't know it. Anytime you hear anyone say this word, if you're 21 or over, drink until you need Lisa's Louis Vuitton tread to guide you home from the bar. So many questions to ask. I mean, what was going through your mind when Meredith started screaming through the Zion house in the morning?
Oh my gosh, after the bus ride, I was like, not more of this. It was too much for me.
It was
honestly.
wild.
It was wild.
Now, why go to her at 3 a.m. and tell her that the women were questioning her, whether the memorial happened?
I didn't actually. She was in Mary's room and she was crying. So I walked her back to her bedroom because it was on my side of the house. The house is kind of big.
Right.
So I walked her over to her side and I was comforting her. And then what I apologized for was that I talked about her sister on the Sprinter van, and it made me feel bad because I was talking about how different people grieve, and I was talking to her about how I grieved. I think that morning she conflated what Whitney had said to her the night before after the dinner with what I was talking to her about.
But do you not think that you were involved in the speculation about the memorial?
I didn't feel like I was involved in the speculation about the memorial. For me, Meredith had called me. I had called Meredith the day we were leaving from Beauty Lab to go to Vail.
Yes.
And she had said to me, I just stepped out of my dad's memorial, and when I hung up the phone, I was stressed about it. And Heather was thinking it was a different day. Heather thought it was the day prior. Okay. So to me, I was right, and everyone else was confused.
Right. I know that seems to be a common thread with you.
Maybe.
Yes.
Well, I have facts. But I have facts. Like, I love facts.
I mean, I did feel like you got some, like, extra flack in that moment. Because, I mean, let's be real. Like, on the Sprinter van, Jenny kind of started that off with going like, yeah, but do we believe her?
It was Heather that started the whole conversation, and then Jenny chimed in.
By the way, what about how quickly you forgave Jen Shaw after things got physical? What was your reaction to that?
You know what? I gotta say, I gotta give you props, because, like, I feel like you were being a real friend to her and really nice.
Thank you.
And you could feel like, I mean, she was like really in the emotionally. Yes. And I think you could sense like, oh, she needs help.
Yeah, it was definitely like she needed a friend at that point.
Let me ask you this, two more current things that have happened. Mary Cosby's mom came out and said that she thinks that Mary is a victim in her marriage. What was your reaction to that?
I mean, I think they have a very complicated family, and I'm not a part of it. And I think based on the things Mary said, it's different than that.
Thoughts on the posts that surfaced that Jenny had made on her Facebook a couple of years ago?
I don't condone those, and I'm completely anti-racist, so, I hope everyone does better. But I definitely don't condone those.
Were they surprising to you, given you've known her for a while?
I've never looked at Jenny. I haven't looked at Jenny's Facebook page in years. But I was totally surprised. I was very surprised.
All right, on the Righteous Gemstones, they were asked to invest in a Christian resort called Zion's Landing. And at the end of the Housewives trip to Zion, we're not sure who we left standing. Since Edie's been following all the drama, we are requesting she confess all her thoughts. Despite her fully denying any part of it, do you truly believe Meredith had nothing to do with the feds knowing where Jen was on the fateful day?
I actually do believe Meredith on this. I don't think she had anything to do with it. And I think that night at dinner at the house in Zion, I think her reaction was real when she was like, wait, I wasn't on the Sprinter van, so I did this? And that felt real to me.
Reaction to Jen screaming that Meredith has 10 boyfriends.
I mean, thought that was pretty mean.
Do you know Meredith's 10 boyfriends?
I do not.
Does Meredith have 10 boyfriends?
I have never talked to Meredith about anyone she's dated other than Seth.
Reaction to Jen and Lisa's Sprinter van tussle. Who was in the wrong?
Oh, I mean, Jen Shaw was on the wrong.
Okay. Since you play a televangelist in Righteous Gemstones, general thoughts on Mary as a spiritual leader of the community?
Wow. Man, it's a trip because I have a lot of empathy for Mary. I feel like I can feel what she's trying to hold down. But man, oh man, the way it comes out sometimes is very jacked.
Why do you think Mary is so quick to dismiss Jenny and her opinions when it comes to the group?
Yo, real talk, I think she's threatened by Jenny. I think that Jenny is funny and fun and like is an easier slide into a friendship group than maybe Mary is, and I think Mary is experiencing like some old school, like junior high left out feelings.
Oh, that's so interesting. Since they went hiking tonight, which wife is the likeliest to survive if stranded in the wilderness?
I think maybe Heather.
Heather.
Yeah.
What are the odds that Lisa and Whitney let bygones be bygones and build a genuine friendship?
I think actually high. I think it's a high percentage chance.
Thoughts on Meredith's eclectic fashion choices this season?
I love them. I think she is like looks very genuinely hot in all her outfits.
Your thoughts on the reaction to the reunion outfits were very poor. What did you think they looked better in person? Defend the reunion outfits.
Defend the reunion outfits. I think everyone picked what they felt comfortable in and was true to their style.
Okay.
Yes.
General thoughts
and
on
I
everything.
actually loved my dress.
I did too. General thoughts on everything that's happening with Jen Shaw. Do you believe she's innocent?
I actually do. And I don't know if that's just because I want to, but I actually do believe she's innocent.
Let me ask you this. Lisa Barlow's sister dated her husband, John.
Yeah.
Lisa Barlow is quite confident that they never had sex. What do you think?
I think she's right. I think that they kissed twice.
All right, thank you very much.
And 100% they did not.
I don't think Lisa would be with him.
I would not.
If they had sex.
John and I would not be together.
Okay.
I don't share.
In this next game, Lisa will probably want to call at least 4 of her lawyers, but I can tell you right now, there'll be no pleading the fifth. Lisa, I'm going to present you with a list of questions, and then we're going to make you choose between Meredith and Jen.
Oh.
Who did you leave the reunion feeling closer to?
Neither.
Neither.
Can I say? Can we?
You
do
can
we have
say
to
neither. Yeah. Wow. Whose outlandish reunion outfit did you prefer between the two of them?
Jen's.
Jen's feathers.
Yeah, Jen's. Like, I thought it was really pretty in person, and like when she stood up, I think that was an amazing dress for standing and probably hard to sit in.
Who's more likely to lie straight to someone's face?
That's a good question. I'm gonna say Jen.
Who talks more mess about the other women in the group?
Jen.
Who has the better business sense?
Meredith.
Who would you sooner trust with a secret?
Meredith.
Who do you think has the higher freak number? Freak in the sheet.
Ty.
Whose temper frightens you more?
Meredith.
Wow.
Yeah.
So not Jen, who almost beat the shit out of you in a sprint.
No, because like they both have a temper. I mean, you saw both of them yelling at me. I think Meredith, I'm like, wow, because you know what she said, like, don't mess with Meredith. So probably Meredith.
Who do you have more dirt on?
Neither.
Whose marriage do you feel will last the longest?
Seth and Meredith.
That's
That's actually, I think, Sharif and Jen too. Can we say Ty? Ty.
Sure.
Ty.
Yes. Who's more loyal to her friends?
They are different, but I think probably Meredith.
Okay.
Let me just change that, Meredith.
Okay.
Yes.
All right.
I'm thinking through these.
Yeah,
I'm
good.
thinking.
That's important. All right. Thank you very much, Lisa Barlow. Coming up, Lisa Barlow and Ian Allison. Who's talking about the clubhouse this week? Just go anywhere, folks.
you're trying to plant in BJ's head when you're all, oh, we could have stayed at the mansion. There's so many rooms at the mansion.
You're being serious right now? I just wanted to see your house.
I'm not trying to make fights. That's not what I'm trying to do. I just want to tell you that I know the score. Siblings have to hate siblings' spouses. My brothers hate BJ too.
Wow. Lisa Barlow's sister doesn't know her spouse. That was a clip from Righteous Gemstones starring Edie Patterson. Check it out Sundays at 10 on HBO and HBO Max. Welcome back to Watch What Happens Live. It's Andy in the clubhouse, also joined by Lisa Barlow. Over in the front, Reynolds from Red Cake Bakery. Greg, you're a big Lisa Barlow fan. Do you count Lisa Barlow's in your sleep?
All the time. The same way that Edie does, actually. Her face superimposed over sheep over and over again.
Do you have a question for Lisa?
Can I be a fresh wolf?
Yes.
Oh, thank you so much.
100%.
Drinking game reminder, anytime you hear this word, drink it till you're as happy as Lisa was when Heather found her fingernail. By the way, how much, do you guys improvise a lot on Righteous Gemstones?
A fair amount. Yeah. We always get it as written, and then there's a point where we'll start playing around a little bit.
Right.
Yeah.
It looks so fun.
Thanks.
I mean,
Yeah,
it looks
it's
like
really
you're
fun.
having fun. By the way.
We are having a really good time, and yeah, everyone really digs each other, which is so awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's go back to our virtual audience. Carly and Connell from Miami. What's your question for Lisa?
Hi, baby gorgeous.
Hey.
So, Lisa, do you think Meredith and Jen actually hooked up with the same guy, and that's why they're so at odds?
Neither one of them has ever told me anything about that. I learned about it the same time you guys did. But I don't think they did.
Did you ask Meredith about it?
No.
You didn't?
No.
Did you ask Jen about it?
No.
Okay. Here's Aaron from Alaska with a question for Edie.
Edie, Judy from the Righteous Gemstones is a perfect Real Housewife. What do you think her tagline would be?
Oh, what would her
Great.
tagline be?
Jesus may be an immaculate conception, but I'm my daddy's ejaculate perfection.
Oh my God! That is amazing.
I'm going to tell you something I've heard. That was amazing. I don't know that I've ever heard ejaculate perfection.
Yeah.
Together.
I don't think it's a thing.
But I think it's
now.
really a thing. I think it should be like hashtag ejaculate perfection. Wow.
Yeah, like a really cool modeling shot.
Yes.
Hashtag ejaculate perfection.
Yes. Wow. Lisa, Miranda T said, how could Meredith say she had an immense amount of compassion for Jen when she took a bubble bath during Jen's arrest? You believe her?
No.
You don't?
I think that, no, I don't think so. I think that she was like, she had told all of us no one believed anything I was saying for the last, basically year and a half about Jen, and like this is kind of proving me right. So I think she was going through a myriad of emotions, but in that moment, no.
There's something coming up in next week's episode that I have to assume that you're not looking forward to airing.
No.
Right.
Yeah, not at all.
Are you?
I regret my poor choice of words over and over again. Like,
Okay.
it made me really sad. But those were real emotions. I was really, really upset, and it took a lot to get me to that point.
Right.
And once I got to that point, that's why I left the table.
Okay.
Because I needed private space, which I
Okay.
didn't get.
Yes, you were mic'd.
I mean, I was hoping someone got called a
Well,
Close.
Okay. And, I think forever Jamie Lee Curtis.
I
Me
love
too.
it.
Yeah.
She's amazing.
Oh, dude, she's amazing, and she's so nice to me, and is like a friend to me, and yeah, still, if she like messages me, I'm like, oh, like my phone
Oh,
gets hot.
that's sweet. Yeah, your phone rings hot.
Yeah.
Tonight's episode, we saw Meredith wake up the group with a morning meltdown where she mentioned it all, including the CIA. But to win this game, my guest should pray she stays MIA. Let's play. Go! Win! Meredith! Okay, I'm going to switch off asking asking Lisa and Edie Salt Lake City trivia questions, but beware, for every wrong answer, Meredith will disengage from sleep. So rage on screen on Edie and Angie's casino night party earlier this season. Who did Lisa Barlow snub upon arrival?
At the casino night party?
Yeah.
Oh, Mary?
No, it was Whitney.
Perhaps it's best that she keep her mouth shut.
Okay, Lisa, what color is Mary's living room carpet that her colorblind dogs mistake for grass?
Green.
It is green. Edie. Yes. What's the name of Jack and Henry Barlow's hair care company?
Jack Lowe.
No, Fresh Wolf.
Fresh Wolf.
Okay, Lisa, what was the numerical amount of money that Whitney invested in her Wild Rose Beauty rebrand?
I would have to say 300 grand.
Yes, very good. Pay attention. Edie, what is Lisa's favorite fast food taco from Del Taco? Fish taco or carnitas taco?
Carnitas.
Fish taco. Meredith.
I can't listen to the projecting deflecting line anymore.
They're so good too. They're actually really good.
I can say I'm really enjoying Meredith.
I kind of wanted to get it wrong, so
I know, exactly. Lisa, in Vail, what breakfast item did Whitney prepare for Mary that Mary then zapped in the microwave to kill any of Whitney's bacteria left on it? Biscuit or eggs?
Eggs?
Yes. Wow, there you go. Edie, how old did Seth Marks turn when he was gifted with a cake resembling his wife's friend Whitney Rose's breasts?
49.
Very good. By the way, do you think that Seth's obsession with Whitney's breasts is odd in any way?
I think he's just joking. I honestly think that's like Seth's humor. I don't think he really cares about Whitney's boobs. I think it's funny for him to just say it.
I have some thoughts on that.
Oh.
Well, tell me.
I think that the obsession is kind of hilarious and fine and jokey. When he did major fast tongue motions on me.
Ooh, that was gross.
That was intense. It made me go, huh, maybe there's a lot more to this than I thought.
You know what the circles anymore. I need answers.
I knew you were going to wake Meredith by saying that. Thank you very much for playing. When we come back, this two and look it up in 5. We're going to be right back. Welcome back to Watch It Every 5. I'm Andy here with Lisa, Edie, and Greg. Greg, what's your favorite item on that bar, by the way?
Oh my God! This chocolate peanut butter pretzel cake is pretty good. Peanut
Oh,
butter,
my
buttercream, pretzels on the inside.
I know what I'm having after the show.
It's like breakfast.
Lisa, Elise Mowry wants to know why you were as silent as a church mouse when Jan attacked Meredith at the Zion dinner. Aren't you best friends?
I wasn't silent. Meredith had a couple panic attacks during the dinner, and I would get up and comfort her. And during that little interaction, I was just listening to what was being said. But I mean, that went on for hours.
Christina L. emailed Edie, who's your favorite Real Housewife of all time?
Man,
Your goat.
I have to go with what makes me scream the most and what makes me laugh the most. And I can't stop screaming at Ramona ever. Yeah.
Ramona
I mean,
is
she
your
is shocking to me continuously.
Yes, that is true. That's true. Lisa, not to keep harping on the thing of your sister dating John Barlow, but what was the length of time between those two situations?
Oh, years. John was married before me too, so John got married.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So I'm John's
Wait, but-
second wife.
Really?
Yeah. So
And
she
John is a
got married.
Mormon?
John's a Mormon.
But how is he a Mormon and he's divorced? Isn't that?
Oh no, that's we covered that already, right? Like you can
Remind
you
me.
can be Mormon and get divorced. You're not like
You can.
Yep, you absolutely can. I'm one of 6 kids. 4 of my siblings are divorced. My parents are divorced. We're not excited about it, but it
Right.
happens.
Is your whole family Mormon?
My whole family, my immediate family converted. My parents
From
and
Judaism to Mormon?
we never we're Jewish by heritage. We never practiced. We are never
Right.
religiously Jewish.
Got it.
But I love my 2 genes.
Yeah.
My best jeans.
Okay. All right. Wow, that was a lot to digest. It is time for Watch What Happens 5. In honor of one of our favorite Lisa Barlow-isms,
Can I touch?
I'm counting down the top 5 things that I would love to touch. Besides that pretzel, peanut butter, chocolate cake. Number 5 is a lady who scholars say is in pretty good condition for her age. It's the Mona Lisa. Can I touch? Touching number 4 would probably land me behind bars, but it would be a crowning achievement. It's the Queen of England. I want to touch her. The number 3 thing I'd like to touch is the texture of my skin from my 20s.
Yes.
Miss you, soft skin. I don't just want to touch number 2. I want to keep it. It's $1 million in cold hard cash. And the number 1 thing I'd like to touch is Tyler Cameron. His chiseled jawline, or even his pinky toe, we're always gonna say,
Can I touch?
I want to thank Lisa, Edie, and Greg for being here on the world. He said it 6 times. He's a part of the cookie game. No driving. Amanda and Sierra. Go to Twitter live now for our after show. Thanks, ladies.